funny story that really isn't that funny. So I recorded this video yesterday of me decluttering all of my makeup because I have a lot that I don't actually use. So went through this whole process, recorded it, blah blah blah. Long story short, I uploaded the video and I went to edit it, and in the middle of editing I lost all of that footage. So that was great. Anyway, so basically what I'm gonna do is go through the things that I got rid of or decided that I was getting rid of, and tell you why I'm getting rid of them. I didn't get rid of a whole lot of foundations just because I pretty much stick to the same like 6. And I really don't try out too many new ones, but one that I am getting rid of is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. This stuff is just so heavy, just so cakey feeling on the skin, and just, it's just, it smells like paint. And I just found myself not reaching for this because of the smell mostly, but also because it is literally like wearing a mask. It's gross. The next 2 things that I'm getting rid of are the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. This is the original packaging, and then the OG Anastasia Powder Contour Kit. Nothing wrong with this one, I don't use it anymore. It's a good formula, and I really loved it when I was using it, but I've just found myself either A, not really contouring anymore, and B, when I do contour, I tend to reach for my Kat Von D one over this one. So I'm getting rid of that. The Cream Contour Kit, however, is a whole different story. First of all, I don't really cream contour to begin with, so I don't know why I thought that this was a necessity, but I had to have it. The original packaging wasn't very good. It's cardboard packaging, so really didn't keep the creams creamy, and so I would have to put an oil in it and rehydrate it that way, and it was just more of a hassle than it was worth for me, so I just found myself not using it, so getting rid of it. This next one, I'm kind of hesitant. I haven't fully decided if I want to get rid of this. I think yesterday I was like fully set on still keeping this, but I think I'm going to start like a maybe pile, because this will definitely be a maybe. I'm not 100% sold on it. It is the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette collab. And I have the original Champagne Pop, and it's Becca's like really great creamy formula, very metallic, which I'm really not into anymore, but still beautiful highlighter. Whereas when they put them in this palette form, for some reason, I don't know if they just changed the formula or what, but these just are not as creamy, and they're really dry feeling. But the blushes in here are really pretty, and I've been going through a blush thing recently where I want all of the blush. So I want to keep that for that reason. I don't know, maybe I think I might try to depot these and put them in a Z palette. The next one is the Urban Decay Urban Spectrum palette. This was like, I think it was limited edition, and then it went away, and then it came back. It was still limited edition, something like that. But anyway, so here's the thing about me. If a brand stamps limited edition on something, I'm like, hell yeah, I fucking need that. Like, it's obviously the best, and I want to be able to say that I own that. So limited edition is like the sure way to get me to buy something. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so I bought this palette thinking like, oh my gosh, look how pretty it is. There's so many colors. Do you know how often I actually use blues and purples? It's like fucking never. So I don't know why I looked at this and thought, hell yeah, it's right up my alley, because it's not. So anyway, this is getting rid of it. I was gonna hold on to this for sentimental purposes. This had to be the first eyeshadow, like high-end eyeshadow I ever bought. It's the D Monarch Palette, and I bought it for this specific shade here. I'm getting rid of it. Like I said, if something's limited edition, I am more apt to buy it. Whether it is like a highlighter, a bronzer not so much, but like highlighters, lipsticks, if it's limited edition, I'm probably buying it. Like looking at you, MAC, like I've bought a lot of limited edition MAC lipsticks because whatever. Do I wear them? No. Hell no. I keep them on display, but I have them. Anyway, so with the Anastasia palettes, I'm getting rid of these three. They are the Self-Made, World Traveler, and Artist palette. The Artist palette was the first Anastasia eyeshadow palette that I had purchased, and I just don't know what to do. I know for the most part, and correct me if I'm wrong, like go ahead, but with Anastasia palettes, they are usually designed to be like worked with in quads. I just don't see it, and in my experience, all three of these palettes, they just don't have great formulas to them either. These, I think, must have been made before they really got their shadow formula right, and for that reason, I'm getting rid of these. The Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. And let me tell you, like, they're a beautiful formula, and like as far as liquid lipsticks, like these are some of the best on the market, but hear me out. I am not going to wear these just because I choose not to support Jeffree Star anymore. It doesn't make sense for me to hold on to something that I don't feel comfortable, I don't feel comfortable recommending to my subscribers or, you know, people who look to me for makeup advice. Like I'm not going to recommend that they purchase something from somebody that I don't support. So I'm getting rid of these. I love bronzers. There's nothing more that I can say. I really love bronzers, but I'm pretty particular about bronzers. I don't want something that's going to look orange on the skin. I want something that looks like I went outside and got a tan, because I probably didn't go outside. That's just what it is. So this I wanted to love. This is the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light. And as you can see, it is orange as fuck. Like, I just, like, that doesn't look bronze, that looks like Cheeto. Thought this would be great. It is not. It is orange as fuck. So, goodbye. The very last thing is, I forgot that I owned this. And I own this, and I own one more of this formula that I think I'm probably going to end up getting rid of also. It is the Anastasia Illuminator in Riviera. And then I have So Hollywood also that, like I said, I think I'm going to get rid of. I just haven't fully committed to that yet. These were Anastasia's first go at highlighters. The formula for the time was like what everybody was looking for. They are just like a super metallic, like in your face highlight. It's just, again, not the vibe for me anymore. I prefer something that makes my skin look wet versus my skin looking like I have a stripe of metal on it. So for that reason, I'm gonna get rid of this. So that is actually all that I have that I'm getting rid of. I mean, there's a few other things that I'm getting rid of, but I feel like the ones that I mentioned were the more interesting of them, because I feel like some of them are kind of like classics that people really love that just are not they're not things that I'm into. That is it for me. I will try to upload more on my channel because this has been fun. Yeah, let me know if you want me to, I don't know, do a tutorial of this eye look. This isn't something that I normally do. So if you'd like to see that, let me know. If you want to see maybe I go through and show you what still remains in my makeup collection, because I think I feel like what I own as far as beauty products is a little bit different, like from what the standard like beauty gurus have. Not to be like, oh, I'm so different, but I feel like my taste in makeup is a lot different from what is out there right now. Like I like a lot of colorful things, for example. So let me know if you want to see that, and we can do that. That would be the jam. But that is it. That is it for me. I will catch you in next one if we decide to do that.